So Nick Carter, Backstreet Boy, arrested in Key West. The headline is allegedly so drunk that they wouldn't serve him in a Key West bar, which is absolutely
That is saying a lot
incredible.
in a Key West bar.
That is unbelievable.
If you walk into a Key West bar in a condition, and according to the bar staff,
unbelievable.
That's what happened. They said, we are not going to serve you, Nick, and your friend, and then that's what kind of touched off the whole fight.
Well, yeah, guys, so we started working on it. It was on Wednesday night, and we were told that Nick Carter and a friend, like you said, went to Hog's Breath, which is
famous bar.
A famous bar in Key West, and what the police report says that they, like you said, were so drunk that they wouldn't serve them. Now, to go to Hog's Breath in Key West and be so drunk you can't get served, they must have been so obviously intoxicated. But just like some bar fights happened, they ended up trying to fight the bouncers because they wanted either to get back in or they were upset about the fact they got thrown out. So a lot of this took place by the door of the bar.
So he was with a friend, and the friend supposedly headbutts the manager, and then Nick grabs the bouncer by the throat, and that's pretty much all it took, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the way the police report ends is pretty much a few seconds after that, both of them were on the ground restrained. So, and then actually, Harvey, we got a hold of the cops there have body cameras, and so part of the video we got in body camera, you can see and hear that Nick Carter and his buddy are complaining about guys that they called blanking Navy SEALs, taking them down as soon as they put their hands on them.
And then they tried to tell their side of the story. There's definitely some drunken slurring in this, but here's the body cam video from the Key West officer.
I did not do anything. I was trying to get my friend to stop, and they tackled me like they were Navy SEALs or something.
I'm gonna be out with two. Yeah, buddy. Hey, do you have ID on you?
Yeah, his name's Nick Carter.
Okay.
They thought we were too drunk to come in, which I relatively understand.
Okay.
I said, okay, I started turning my back, and then Nick said something like, that sucks, man. We were supposed to meet some friends here.
Okay.
And then someone grabbed him and threw him to the floor. And honestly, I shouldn't have touched the guy who told Nick he couldn't come in. And you know what? I know that was wrong of me. But the way they kept punching me, and I kept saying, I'm good, I'm good.
Okay.
They just kept hitting on me, dude, like I'm bleeding on my nose.
Okay.
Harvey, this is worse than making a murderer, by the way. He confessed to the whole thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, after that,
the line I relatively understand.
Which I relatively
love that line so much. I love that line so much. I've never heard that in all of my years.
All right, so they didn't want to let us in. I relatively understand that.
Well, just so you guys know, they both were arrested, obviously. After that,
misdemeanor battery.
Misdemeanor battery, taken to jail. The other guy, the report says is some sort of family member of Nick's, I guess maybe through marriage, but they both were arrested. They had to spend the night in jail. They were just arraigned here a little bit ago and are gonna be let out on bail. But
what a good mugshot, by the way.
I was gonna say, my favorite part of the story is look how good his hair looks in his mugshot. This guy went through hell,
After
but
he's
he
on the
comes
ground?
out perfect.
That's a lot
hair.
of gel, Mike. Even Mike's impressed.
Yeah,
by
I
the
know.
amount of
I
gel
was
in
like,
his
man,
hair.
this guy, think about it. He got slammed on the floor a few times and his hair looks perfect.
How is, I mean, he does not look drunk at all in that picture. He looks...
Well, maybe that's why he's so upset. Maybe Nick wasn't that
Oh,
drunk.
go back to listen to that audio again where he slurs everything.
Most of that's the friend talking, though. So, and the friend was definitely, the friend says, I was
that mugshot was shocking to me. If you showed me that mugshot and say drunk or sober, I would say absolutely, not only sober, he was probably going to a concert.
Hi, I'm Philip from LA. I think that you kind of just expect this. I mean, you have someone that was extremely famous, and I mean, he's still rich, but he's a guy that always heard yes. Now he gets no. He's potentially drunk. He loses it. It's not a good look. I mean, but also, who gets into a fight at 8 p.m. on a weekday? It's just a bad look, and I don't know. It makes me sad.
Weekdays, weekends, for celebrities, it's all kind of the same.
It's about the same. That's what we've learned here.